will you read to me?
Let me finish the newspaper first.
You've been saying that forever.
Well, how about reading the business section of the newspaper together?
That's boring. Let's read this book. It's about a bear and a cat that becomes friends.
Okay.
And these books too.
Wow, I thought you said one book. There must be 10 here.
My teacher, Mr. Screen, said you have to read to me every night. And the newspaper doesn't count. And let's eat some popcorn and cookies while we're reading.
Well, it's bedtime right now. So, okay, here we go. Once upon a time, in a deep, dark forest, lived a brown bear.
Cookie.
Popcorn. Bear. Business. Newspaper.
Dad, will you read to me?
Let me finish the newspaper first.
Oh, Yana, you're early. I'm happy you're here early today because I'd like to discuss your attendance for a moment.
Gee, Dr. Livingston, I'm really sorry about missing yesterday.
Actually, it's been several days. Counting today, we've only had 6 classes. Yet you've already missed 4. You won't be able to pass if you're constantly absent.
Sorry, I've been extremely busy.
Well, I hope you're ready for today's exam.
Today? I thought it was Monday.
Read the syllabus, Yana. This is precisely what I'm talking about. You should either make an effort to attend, or you should consider withdrawing while it's still possible.
What do you mean?
Today's the final day you can withdraw and get a full refund.
Maybe I really should. What do you suggest?
I wish you could attend classes regularly. However, if you don't believe you're capable of this, then don't waste your money.
Thanks, Dr. Livingstone. I really appreciate your advice. If it's okay, I suppose I'll go ahead and drop the class.
It's entirely up to you, but that might be best if you don't think things are going to change. Excuse me, the students are coming, and I've got to get ready for class. I wish you the very best of luck, Yana.
Thank you, Dr. Livingstone. Goodbye.
Attendance. Miss.
Constantly.
Precisely.
Withdraw.
I'm happy you're here early today because I'd like to discuss your attendance for a moment.
Gee, Dr. Livingstone, I'm really sorry about missing yesterday.
Oh, hi Dave. Long time no see.
Hi Maria, I was in the neighborhood so I thought I'd drop by.
Come on in.
Thanks.
Take a seat. Would you like anything to drink? I have Sprite or orange juice.
Sprite would be fine. So how have you been?
Oh, not bad. And you?
I'm doing okay. But school has been really hectic these days and I haven't had time to relax.
By the way, what's your major anyway?
Hotel management.
Well, what do you want to do once you graduate?
I haven't decided for sure, but I think I'd like to work for a hotel or travel agency in this area. How about you?
Well, when I first started college, I wanted to major in French. But I realized I might have a hard time finding a job using the language. So I changed majors to computer science.
Oh.
With the right skills, landing a job in the computer industry shouldn't be as difficult.
So, do you have a part-time job to support yourself through school?
Well, fortunately for me, I received a 4-year academic scholarship.
Wow.
That pays for all of my tuition and books.
Wow, that's great.
Yeah. How about you? Are you working your way through school?
Yeah, I work 3 times a week at a restaurant near campus.
Oh, what do you do there?
I'm a cook.
How do you like your job?
It's okay. The other workers are friendly, and the pay isn't bad.
Industry.
Agency.
Graduate. Management. Major.
Neighborhood.
Oh, hi Dave. Long time no see.
Hi Maria, I was in the neighborhood so I thought I'd drop by.
Come on in.
Thanks.
Take a seat. Would you like anything to drink? I have Sprite or orange juice.
Sprite would be fine. So how have you been?
Oh, not bad. And you?
Why the long face?
I don't know. I guess I'm feeling a little homesick.
I thought you got over that. I know the adjustment was hard when you first got here, but I thought you were coping pretty well.
I was. It's just that the holidays are coming up and I won't be able to go home because I can't afford the airfare. I'm just longing for some of the comforts of home, like my mom's cooking and being around my family.
Yeah, I can get pretty lonely over the holidays. When I first got here, I'd get depressed and nostalgic for anything that reminded me of home. But you know, I think I was just seeing things through rose-colored glasses.
What do you mean?
Well, things back home weren't really that idyllic, but from this distance, all I could think of was the good stuff and none of the bad.
I see what you mean, but I'm still bummed out.
I have an idea. Why don't we put on our own little holiday celebration? We can have it at my place, and we can invite all of our friends who are on their own this time of year. We'll each do something that'll remind us of home. What do you say? Misery loves company, as they say.
You know, I could really go for that. You don't mind all the trouble?
What trouble? As long as I don't have to cook, I'm up for it.
Cool. I'll ask around to see who else wants to come.
Okay, I'll do the same.
Thanks. I'm feeling better already.
Homesick.
Adjustment.
Cope.
Afford.
Comfort. Lonely. Depressed.
Nostalgic.
Idyllic.
I guess I'm feeling a little homesick.
Yeah, I can get pretty lonely over the holidays.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi, what's your name?
Gina.
How old are you?
I'm 15 years old.
15.
Mm-hmm.
Are you in high school?
Yes, I am.
What do you think about high school?
It's fun.
Uh-huh.
Very diverse.
Mm-hmm. What do you like to study in high school?
I like history a lot.
Why do you like history?
It's interesting to learn about the past and different things, different cultures.
What's one thing you don't like about high school?
People can be really cruel.
Oh, really? How? How are people cruel?
There's a lot of judgmentalness.
Oh, it's too bad. So you're nice to everybody?
Generally.
Okay. Who's your favorite teacher?
Probably my English teacher.
Fun.
Diverse.
Study.
History.
Past.
Culture. Cruel.
Generally.
Hi, what's your name? 15. Are you in high school? What do you think about high school? What do you like to study in high school?
It's interesting to learn about the past and different things, different cultures.
Dad, can I go to a movie with Sharon?
Yeah, sure. But wait, weren't you supposed to get a report card sometime this past week?
Well, yeah. Can I call Sharon now?
You didn't answer my question. Did you receive it or not?
I love you, Dad. You're the best.
Don't try to butter me up. I can guess that your answer means that you didn't do well in some of your classes.
Well, my English teacher's so boring, and he blows up every time someone talks.
In other words, you're not doing so well?
A C? Minus?
Oh, well, how are you doing in your Spanish class? You said you liked that one.
Well, I do, but I forgot to turn in a couple of assignments.
Oh.
And I had problems on the last tests. All those verbs tripped me up. I get them all mixed up in my head.
Okay, and what about algebra?
I'm acing that class. No sweat.
Oh.
Can I go now?
And how are you doing in history?
Oh, that's my favorite class. Mr. Jones is always passing out candy if you know the answers to his questions.
Great, now I have a bright daughter with tooth decay.
Oh, Dad, can I go now?
You can go if you answer my history question. How old am I?
55?
55? You just failed a math and history test at the same time.
Dad?
Well, okay, but you need to come straight home from the movie, and you need to practice your clarinet.
Oh, I forgot about that grade.
What?
Gotta run, Dad.
History. Favorite.
Algebra. Assignment.
Report
Card.
Dad, can I go to a movie with Sharon?
Yeah, sure. But wait, weren't you supposed to get a report card sometime this past week?
Hi, I'm Maggie.
I'm sorry?
Maggie Brown. I'm the mother of Billy. I was told you would be here. You're his English teacher, aren't you?
Oh, of course, Billy's mother. Hi, nice to meet you. Yes, I wanted to speak to you about Billy's work.
I hope there isn't a problem.
Well, not exactly. I think Billy has made some good improvements since this year compared to last year.
Well, of course. Last year we were new to the area. You know, we moved here from Los Angeles, and it wasn't a very settled time for Billy. Well, all the family, really. So Billy probably didn't do his best work last year. But I thought he had improved enormously this year. That's the case, isn't it?
As I was saying, I think Billy most certainly has improved a lot since last year. I just think there are one or two other things he needs to work on, so I wanted to have a chat with you this evening.
Well, I'm sure he's been doing his very best. You know he's only 12, and it's not easy when...
Yes, certainly, Mrs. Brown. Part of what I wanted to say to you tonight is that Billy's work has been much better. We put a story he wrote back in March in the school newspaper. Did you see it?
I can't believe it. I never had any idea. He's such a modest boy. He would never show me anything like that.
Oh, really? I'm surprised you never got to see it. It really was a well-crafted piece of writing. Very mature article, considering the age of Billy.
Well, I don't know what to say. But you said he was having problems?
He still is having enormous difficulties with his spelling, and it concerns me.
Yes, Billy has always been pretty weak with his spelling. We've tried at home to help him. His sister Kathy often spends time with him, testing him on words that he often gets wrong. I'm sure that's helpful, isn't it?
Oh, yes, without a doubt. And he's enjoying doing the extra spelling work at home, isn't he?
Yes, he knows it's important to be able to spell better, but he's always had trouble getting his words right. You know, when he's writing. You don't think there's anything more serious wrong with him, do you?
I think it's possible he may have a mild form of dyslexia. You've heard of dyslexia, haven't you?
Yes, of course I have. But you're not seriously suggesting Billy has dyslexia, are you?
Dyslexia comes in many shapes and sizes, of different severity. I would like to send him to see a specialist, and I wanted to speak to you about this first. This wouldn't be a problem for you, would it?
No, of course not. I'll do anything I can to help. You've got me really worried now, though.
Oh, no, Mrs. Brown, it's nothing to worry about. My own son had a mild form of dyslexia when he was Billy's age, and now he's a published author. Telephone the school office tomorrow morning, and we can arrange an appointment for early next week.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Jarvis. I'll telephone the office at 9 o'clock sharp.
Settled.
Enormous.
Modest.
Mature.
Craft.
Dyslexia.
Severity. Specialist.
I was told you would be here.
I hope there isn't a problem.
So, does that sound okay with you?
What? Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't hear what you said.
You seem preoccupied today. What's up?
Oh, it's this guy I know from this class I'm taking. His name is Richard. I think I've mentioned him before.
Yeah, sure. The guy you're working on a project with, right?
Yeah, that's him. The four of us are supposed to be working as a team on this project, and I'm having a lot of trouble dealing with him.
What do you mean?
Well, he doesn't know how to express his opinion without putting other people down, and he always has to be right.
He sounds a little immature.
Yeah, I think it's partly that. He doesn't know how to be diplomatic with people.
He doesn't know how, or he doesn't want to?
I don't know, but I do know that sometimes he really gets the better of me.
Well, he sounds pretty hard to get along with. Are the other people in your group feeling the same way?
Yeah, in fact, they're fed up with him. I keep having to run interference when our discussions get too heated. Actually, I feel really sorry for the guy. He doesn't seem to have many friends, and he always seems so unhappy.
Well, I think you're helping just by putting up with him.
Thanks for trying to make me feel better. Okay, now, what were you saying?
Preoccupied. Project.
Immature.
Diplomatic. Interference.
So, does that sound okay with you? You seem preoccupied today. I wonder if I could ask you some questions about our paper professor. Do you want us to cite our sources in the footnotes?
You should use the endnotes for longer explanations. Otherwise, just follow the style sheet I passed out for citations in your paper.
I see. And what about the cover page? Is there a special format for that as well?
Do you have the handout I passed out with you? If you look at the bottom of that, you'll see that you should follow the format of the American Psychological Association, 5th edition.
Okay, I guess I missed that.
Professor.
Cite.
Source.
Footnote. Explanation. Citation. Format. Handout.
Miss.
I wonder if I could ask you some questions about our paper, Professor. Do you want us to cite our sources in the footnotes?
You should use the endnotes for longer explanations. Otherwise, just follow the style sheet I passed out for citations in your paper.
I see. And what about the cover page?
I wonder if this is going to be an interesting class.
Yeah, me too. So, what's your major?
Well, I've been batting around the idea of going into business, but I haven't decided yet, and my dad keeps telling me I have to choose a major, but I'm undeclared at the moment.
Ah, that's what happened to me my freshman year.
Oh, so what year are you in school?
I'm a senior, and I only have to take 10 more credits to graduate.
Well, that must feel great to be almost finished with school.
You can say that again. But once I graduate, I have to start repaying a student loan.
Ooh.
So I'm not looking forward to that.
But didn't your parents help you out with your college tuition?
No. My dad said he wasn't made of money, so he thought I should earn my own education. So I worked like crazy in the summer and part-time during the school year to cover my costs.
Well, that's parents for you.
And I received some financial aid and a scholarship one year, which really saved me.
Oh, that's nice.
But this past year, school has been more demanding, so I haven't been able to work as much.
Well, at least you could see the light at the end of the tunnel.
That's true.
Well, have you lined up a job yet?
Not yet, but I'm trying to line up a few interviews at the job fair next month.
Well, at least you have some ideas on your future. I'm taking a business class right now, and the teacher always lectures us by saying that life is difficult, and we should prepare for our futures by setting realistic goals, and the only place that success comes before...
Work is in the dictionary.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard all that before. Let me guess, is your teacher Paul Jones?
Yeah. How do you know him? Did you have him too? The guy is, he's just real.
He's my dad. Yep.
Your dad? I didn't mean anything by what I said. I wasn't bad-mouthing him or anything. He's a good teacher and all. It's just that...
Hey, he's a dad. That's what dads do.
Well,
lecture. He has about 1,000 sermons on life, and he always shares them in his classes.
Yeah. Well, nice talking to you. I have to go.
Same here. Bye. I'll tell Mr. Jones you said hello, and maybe we could study together at my house?
No.
Major. Demanding.
Realistic. Sermon.
I wonder if this is going to be an interesting class.
So, what's your major?